Welcome back to 31 horror movies that I've never seen in 31 days. Today's video that I watched, Afraid of the Dark. First off, I want to just say that this is going to contain spoilers. If you have not seen this movie yet, and you don't want to know anything about the film, or you don't want to know the ending to it, then don't watch this review because I will give everything away. It's kind of hard to describe this film without giving any twist ending away at all. So if you have not seen it yet, go ahead and click back and wait until you watch the movie before you watch this review. This movie starts off with a little boy who his family, most of the people he knows, his family, his friends, his neighbors, are all blind. And he seems like he's kind of scared of them. I'm not sure why. His friend Rose, he hangs out with her a lot, and his parents are gone. So Rose is blind, and she always goes to a doctor and to deal with, talk to and stuff, and he always goes with her and stuff. There's always other blind people there, and he always seems somewhat afraid of him. Now, while this is happening, there's a guy going around killing people or stabbing people who are blind, and so all these blind people are kind of upset and scared and nervous about the situation, and they think they're going to be next. So the little boy knows who the killer or slasher is, and he doesn't really seem to tell anybody. He just kind of goes along with it and just runs away from him if he ever sees him. And he follows Rose one night to a photographer and sees that that guy is the photographer. So he watches and waits until he gets ready to do something to Rose, and then he takes a knitting needle and stabs him in the eye. This is where it turns into a different type of film. Like that first part of the movie there I was saying is pretty much a thriller horror film, and then once he stabs that guy in the eye, it turns into a whole new movie. It's like a drama. It turns out that none of that actually happened, and that this little boy is about to go blind, and all this that he sees throughout, all the people that were blind, all the people he comes across and meets and everything, and all the objects that he touches and has throughout that first part of the movie, is all in his head that he created while he's sitting in his room because he can't see much, and he's scared, and he has a problem, and he doesn't really, nobody really understands what's going on with him. And so all this stuff he created in his mind, and all these people in his family and friends are not blind at all, and he sees it in his own way to try to cope with his own going blindness. And from that point on, you think that everything that he does is going to lead up to a bad incident or something like that. So he always carries around a knitting needle with him, and he tells people it's a telescope. And everybody knows he's going blind, so they believe him that they say, oh well, it's a weird looking telescope. They don't really correct him or anything like that. And at this time, he's getting a new baby sister who's getting ready to be born, and you keep thinking, oh, he's going to kill the baby with a knitting needle. He's going to kill the baby with a knitting needle. Leading up to a part where he stands over the baby with a knitting needle, takes the baby, runs away, and the family goes and looks for him. Then it cuts to a hospital where he's getting corrective laser eye surgery, and he's like, did I do something wrong? I just wanted to take the baby for a walk. And then everybody's like, oh, it's okay, here, you can hold the baby. And it ends. So the first half of the movie is kind of like a thriller horror film, when the second half of the movie is really drug out drama. I can't say I really enjoyed this too much. It was kind of slow throughout the entire thing, and then switching from a slow horror film to a slow drama didn't help it at all. Maybe if it would have started off as the drama and then turned into a horror film, it might have gotten really better. I might have enjoyed it a lot better. I don't know if I really recommend this to anybody, unless you really like long drawn out films. This one was filmed in London, so of course everybody has a London accent, but there's one lady who, it seemed like everything that she said was dubbed over, but everybody else was fine. There was no dubbing for anyone else but her. It was weird. I don't understand that one. But yeah, I don't know if I recommend this to anyone. Maybe if you like long drawn out drama horror type films, then this might be for you. That is Afraid of the Dark.